The just for those of you that don't understand what I wrote, it's that it scared the shit out of me is the rudder is this part on the back of the plane. See this lighter green right here? It's this right here. That turns the plane, the nose, like your steering wheel, from right or left. What happened is there's a cable on either side that when you step on the pedals, that's how you steer it with your feet. The clip came off, and when that happened, I had no left rudder, which means I couldn't point the plane to the left. So when I was coming into land, I knew that I had to be right in the center of the runway, because if I got hit by crosswind, that's a crosswind that would come across the runway like this, either this way or this way. I wouldn't be able to correct for it. The way that I was able to save the landing is with the ailerons. What the ailerons do is they tilt the airplane from side to side. The rudder turns the nose like when you're turning your car. But if you bank the airplane, if you tilt it, it actually starts sliding in the direction that it's tilted in. And so in essence, you can actually turn an airplane with the ailerons, and that's what I did. So I mean, I basically got tired of being scared of this fucking thing and just got in it and just said, fuck it. And then, of course, something had to go wrong, but, that's how I taught myself to fly. So everything turned out all right. I fixed the problem, and I'll be up early tomorrow. I'm going to go flying again, but, so hopefully that ends the saga of that thing. But, to give you an idea, I mean, that's my helmet right there. So you can see how big this freaking thing is. So it was, it's been an adventure. It was a good landing. The only problem is that runway is not fucking flat. It has some high spots in it. So I know it looks like I'm going slow when I'm landing, but I'm not, because that airplane won't even come off the ground unless you're doing about 50 miles an hour. So I was doing probably 65. It just looks slow because you have no reference in the background to gauge it. So it just looks like I'm floating, but I really wasn't floating. If you go back and you look at the video, you'll see the water tower in the back. That's where I slid in and got lined up with the runway. I mean, I didn't even know the characteristics of this airplane. That's what the big problem was, is I don't know the characteristics of it. Airplanes are like women, you don't, to be very, very aware of the situation, or you'll get slapped. And so obviously this airplane is very forgiving, because the real Mustang wasn't so forgiving. So that's what the problem was. Aside from that, everything went fine. So when I get the glasses, I'll put them on. I'll take you guys up with me. But for right now, I just wanted to show you guys that I got it done. And I mean, there was nothing left to do but grab my fucking balls and fucking, throttle it up and just go. And whatever happens, happens. I know it's a silly way to do things, because they could have wound up really bad. But, fuck it. I did it. So there.